Should you add a 360 camera to your bag to create content, and specifically motorcycle content? Let's try to figure that out today.
Yeah, we rock the party non-stop like this.
I'm not ready for this. No.
Yeah, we rock the party non-stop like this. Yeah, we rock the party non-stop like this.
Now that the first snowfall of the year's happened, yay! Let's continue to talk about 360 cameras. Now, these are absolutely awesome because you can put them in one place, on the handlebars or on the bike or honestly on you or anywhere you'd like, and hit record and let it run. You don't need to worry about reframing, you don't need to worry about it shooting or aimed in a specific direction. You can just kind of let it go. I see a ton of these videos on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. A ton of creators use them, but I have found some things that I don't like about 360 cameras. And one of those downfalls being the actual editing of it. Now, for me, I don't have a lot of time, and 360 footage takes a lot of time. So this Insta360 X3 takes me, I couldn't even put a minute mark on it to actually edit the footage because I have to go back, I have to reframe, I have to use the Insta360 platform and really kind of create that content before I export it. So then when I put it in my timeline, when I put it in the actual working file to create these videos and it's reframed wrong or I want a little bit more footage or a little bit less footage, I have to go back and redo the edit of the 360 footage. Now, I'm no expert, so there may be a better way on this, but I just found that it's very, very time consuming and has made me want to leave this on the desk at home when I go ride some days. And another thing to think about with this specific model, the X3, you've got this giant screen on the back. I mean, look at this thing. It is huge. You catch that with a rock and you basically toast the whole camera. So you gotta buy the protection package. Same thing when it comes to now you've got two lenses to worry about. So you've got a front and a back, or back and a front, or however it works. And if you don't have protectors on them and you toast one of those, again, it's sending back to Insta360 to repair that. Now that's pretty common with a lot of cameras, but I feel like there's way more vulnerability on a 360 camera because, I mean, it encourages you to put it in places you shouldn't, way off the bike, way low on the bike, and to be quite honest, yeah, it's just kind of how it goes. It's a risk you have to run. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not all bad, right? I mean, I can complain about things all day long, and that's kind of what I do. But at the same time, this has been so cool to capture some content, especially on the bike, especially just when you're out and about. I mean, you can capture content like this. And that gives such a huge benefit to these cameras because all of a sudden you put it on a selfie stick and you walk around and you can capture whatever you want. There's things, people use these for dash cams even, so you can capture everything, inside the car, outside the car. I mean, it's incredible the technology that's packed into these. And honestly, they're really fun to mount on the bike, especially if you do it right or don't do it right and have to catch it as you're going 100 miles an hour down the track. Whew, I mean, that was close. It was horrifying. I was thinking, okay, do I grab it or do I just huck it? Well, it's 500 bucks. I don't want just put down the track as I go. Now, at the end of the day, if you're looking to start your YouTube channel, hold on. Do you remember how I made the argument between a GoPro and why you should buy that for your first camera or to really start your YouTube channel? I don't know anymore, actually. GoPros are great. They're really easy. They shoot one way. They're simple to edit, and you can set them up where it's a point, shoot, and go. But that's about all they do, and that's the only thing they really do good. But a 360 camera can also do that. It's a little more awkward. The mounting's a little bit more difficult to try to put this on your face, but you've got so many other options. And the way that the content is going right now, it's favoring 360 cameras or that sort of POV, not from your face, but of you look. That kind of third person, first person, whatever you want to call it, of you yourself riding your motorcycle. So I think I'm going to retract that statement where GoPros are a great buy and probably go more for the Insta360 route. I mean, I've had a lot of fun with this camera. Sure, it takes more time. Sure, it's a lot of effort to try to mount on the bike. And sure, mounting it on a helmet, I haven't done, but I've seen other people do it with audio hookups and getting all that good sound within the helmet itself. But I think you can do so much more with a 360 camera that if you're going to be spending $500, you might as well spend it on the 360 camera first. And then if you want to add it to the GoPro, you know, to the stable of your cameras, you can. I mean, there's a lot of honorable mentions that I could add to this plate, and I'll continue the series to really go through other kind of cameras that I have. But in all honesty, when I really think about it, I think that's the direction to go. And you know, these videos, I don't script videos. I don't go through and write things down and make sure I know what I'm talking about. A lot of the time, it's just my personal experience. It's my thoughts. It's basically my own research through testing and seeing what it's like in the real world and giving it a shot on my own without putting all this input and research into things. And I think that's good and bad at the same time. But it's a resource for you. It's not something that you need to use as a Bible. That's your only form of, okay, I'm going to make this decision. I watched this video. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I encourage you to watch more videos, read as much as you can, and try to get hands-on experience through friends with cameras or people that you know with cameras, including myself. Hey, if you're local, why not? Hit it up. Let's go. I got Instagram and TikTok and all the other fun things. But it's a weird topic, a weird discussion, and it kind of threw me for a loop there. I start to like this camera more and more over that GoPro that continues to fail. So I hope you enjoyed this week's video, and I hope you look forward to a few of the other videos that I have in this series that'll be talking about kind of my workflow, how I tell stories, some of the other camera gear that I use, like the one you're watching me on, and how you can kind of see my thought process. Because I feel like it's something that I'd like to share with everybody as we get to the close of the season. I mean, hell, my motorcycle's inside. It's snowing out. Come on. Like, I gotta have at least, like, a couple more days. So with that, remember, keep riding.